Hey, this is Mark at Motor City Nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm here with Kassie
Yeah.
DePaiva. You might recognize her from Evil Dead 2 and One Life to Live, stuff like that. Anyways, how is the con going for you?
It's going great. I think everybody's having lunch right now, but it's been really busy. And I love coming to these because it's a great place to watch people and see old friends.
Tell me, tell me some of your most pleasant experience working with the Raimis on the set of Evil Dead 2.
Okay, I was 25 years old when I shot Evil Dead 2 back in 1986, and who knew 1,000 years later I'd still be signing autographs for it. But working with the Raimis was really wonderful. Of course, Sam is a genius, and Ted is a genius and funny, and they're also hardworking. Um, I just feel really blessed to have been a part of something that has lasted so long and still is appreciated. My 26-year-old son, I think I showed it to him for the first time when he was like 8 or something like that. I thought, well, it's funny. But he ran out of the room scared. So a couple of weeks ago, I told him I was doing this event. So he thought, well, I'll watch that again. He called me up and said, Mom, that is the strangest movie I have ever seen. I said, did you like it? He goes, yeah, I went to Target and bought an action figure. So,
So, how did they do that effect with you having the eyeball go into your mouth?
well, some of my best acting was in reverse animation, and with the vines. So I had to play like, it was just, and then they did backward acting, which I'm kind of backward anyway, and then played it forward, and it looked like the vines were coming in as they were pulling. In reality, they were pulling them out. And the same thing with the eyeball. They had a bunch of different shots, but the original shot started with a gelatin eyeball in my mouth on a monofilament, and I had to go. So it looked like it was coming in and going. So some of, 25 years old, I just did really backward acting, good acting.
Was working on Evil Dead before you started doing the soap opera?
Totally.
So that was a totally different experience when you started working on One Life to Live.
Yes. Actually, I started in 1986. We shot the movie in Wadesboro, North Carolina. And I came back from the movie, and a week later, I auditioned for Guiding Light, which is a soap opera that I did for 4.5 years. And then the movie came out in '87, and I watched it actually with Sam. We went to Times Square in one of those big theaters, and they were like going, people were talking to the screen, don't go in there, whatever. And then I heard somebody behind me goes, oh my gosh, that's my girl Chelsea on Guiding Light. So it was funny that they. And then I didn't do another movie for a very long time because I had a career in daytime, and I love my soap operas, so it's
What
good.
is speaking of soap operas? What is the challenges of working on soap operas? Do you sometimes have to do those kind of live, or like on the moment, or is it just like regular movies where you're doing like just different takes?
Well, it is complete memorization, and we do. It's changed over the years. We do more shows a week. We tape more shows a week than we used to. We used to just do one 90-page script a day. Now we'll do, say, 8 to 10 shows a week, but they're split up, so they do it set by set. It is memorization. One on One Life to Live, we did a live week where we'd had our scripts and we did it live, and that was pretty scary. Gary Tomlin was our director and executive producer during that time. And, 2 weeks when they said they were going to do it, went up to him and said, come on, can I just go on vacation that week? I can't do I'm so anxious. I'll get fear sink all over me like, oh, but I got through it, and it was okay.
What's the key to memorizing all those lines?
Money. It's your job, and I think it's just a muscle that you really learn to do it. You get into a pattern. The way I did it is I would each scene you do it 3 times, and by the third time you pretty much have it memorized, and then you just move on to the next one.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Cassie. You haven't changed a bit since Evil Dead 2.
He needs glasses. Thank you.
Anyways, this is Mark at the Motor City Nightmares with Cassie DePaiva.
All right. Bye. Baba Joe.